agricultural projects funded by government loans and grants. That the days of paper projects that yield no tangible results are over. We are sick and tired of projects where we would spend millions of dollars on the purchase of cars, fuel and per diem for travels, only to submit reports at the end of the day that gather dust on our desks without any positive impact on the livelihoods of our women and children. The Office of the President is now actively monitoring progress on all projects, and the basic defining rule for continuity and job security for project officials is, quote, results or retribution. You either deliver with the expected results or go home at best, and at worst, go to the state's 5-star hotel. Let me repeat that for the purpose of clarity. The Office of the President is now actively monitoring progress on all projects, especially agricultural, and the basic defining rule for you continuing with your job or the security of your job as a project official is results or retribution. You either deliver the expected results or go home at best, and at worst, go to the state's 5-star hotel. You all know where that hotel is located. We want our projects to create long-lasting, useful outputs while providing the opportunity for gainful employment for the citizens of this country. We have seen in the past where millions are spent on building causeways where they use local materials and local labor. Where do the millions of dollars go to? Only God knows. That should be a thing of the past because there will be no compromise. There will be zero tolerance for such nonsense in agriculture or in any other project. We have seen instances where infrastructure is built based on such cheap labor and cheap materials, only to be washed away by the forced heavy rains. This is unacceptable. We have also seen where one field or one project area is being used by 3 different projects as a showcase when financiers come to assess the project. I know all your tricks. Better be warned. Better disease than be dealt with. There will be no mercy for such officials who are taking the country backwards. The phenomenon of giant patchwork projects is dead today, the 31st of this month. Such practices must die today, because if they live in the next new year, health will rule, and rule big time. I also want to urge families, wives, and children to advise their husbands and their fathers to make sure that whatever belongs to the state or any project that is a national project belongs to all Gambians. If you keep quiet and they continue to steal from that project, depriving millions of Gambians from benefiting from that project, if they are sent to the hotel, don't write to me any appeal, because there will be no clemency for thieves. You will be wasting, in fact, at best, you will be wasting your time for writing to my office for clemency, and at worst, you will be courting trouble from me. There will be zero tolerance for this malpractice that has not only been a cancer in the First Republic, but this cancer seems to be growing in this Second Republic, which is unacceptable. In treating this cancer, we will use any medicine that is necessary. If it is malignant cancer, we will cut it off. You can define what I mean by that. We will no longer allow a few greedy individuals to enrich themselves at the expense of millions of Gambians. It is very simple. If you cannot be honest, leave this government service. It will not be an excuse that my salary is small and things are hard. If your salary as a government official is very small and things are very bad for you, what about the farmer? What about the fisherman? What about the herdsman? What about the student? For us to build a viable society, an economic superpower, we must all be honest. Corruption will not be tolerated in whatever form from now on. On the international front, the Gambia will continue her active participation in our regional and international organizations with a view to continue to contribute positively and significantly in global peace and other issues. As a model for peace, stability, and religious tolerance, we will continue to advocate for the peaceful resolution of all conflicts without taking sides. Our foreign policy remains anchored on our faith in the Almighty Allah, who has created all of us as brothers and sisters in one human family. We will respect the sovereignty of all nations, just like we expect others to respect our independence and sovereignty. Our principle is based on the equality of nations, regardless of size, color, development, and other mundane considerations. We stand for the truth, and we speak for the voiceless anywhere in the world, because we have faith that there is only one God, Allah the Almighty, before whom we are all equal. We are not against any country or race. We believe in the oneness of humanity, and we shall continue to operate our foreign policy within that framework in our dealings with other nations, and expecting nothing less than mutual respect. As we celebrate yet another new year, we pray for the restoration of peace and tranquility in all the troubled regions of the world, especially on the African continent. We also pray for those who are sick, in bed. May the Almighty Allah grant them longer life and healthier lives and prosperity. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He taught us at the end of Surah Fatiha, to continue to, quote, show us the straight way, the way of those whom thou hast bestowed thy grace, those whose portion is not wrath, and who go not astray. Amen. I wish you a very happy, prosperous New Year. Your New Year would only be happy or pleasant for you, especially if you are in government, if you desist from pinching from government funds. I wish you all the best. Devenati, yalla feke devel. Alamanto be mabela jarita ngake kan kilinti ngake si kilinti ngake bagu den kilinti. Emite kan ulatu umata e bulai. Nukana takon, nuraka takon, munu prena bachara bam di mofo. For the fullers, ajarama. Thank you.